didn't do anything. I didn't. You did plenty, you and your thieving kind. And now, we're gonna get a little justice.
Have mercy.
Mercy. When I was elected mayor of this town, I swore to uphold what's right. Mercy or no, and this is right. What in tarnation?
It wasn't the Comanche.
Horse pucky! We saw him come into town and shoot, rob, and steal. Saw him with my own eyes, in their feathers and buckskins. Why, they beat the sheriff within an inch of his life, and that's a fact.
Everybody knows Comanche don't beat their victims. Only white men do that. That's a fact. Besides, this here's a kickapoo, not even the same tribe.
Well, we have to go after him. Justice needs to be done.
Go home. I'll find who shut up your town and bring him back. That's my job.
And who in the high water are you?
I'm Calamity Jane.
Can't help it if I was asleep while you went gallivanting around sticking your nose in everyone else's doodah. You didn't wake me, Janie. Weren't my fault.
I'm not blaming you, Joe. Didn't require your help anyways. Just some scared folk making a lot of noise. Besides, you needed your beauty rest.
Beauty rest? Beauty rest? Now, don't you go making fun of me, little missy. Show some respect for your elders, or I'll tan your britches.
Ha! You and what cavalry?
I would have been there if you'd asked me. You know that.
I know, Joe, I know. And I'll need you when I talk to Chena.
You called, O friend of the people. What is it that you wish?
To know why. Why have the Bluecoats done this to my people?
We see many things, O chief. Bluecoats. The killers. White eyes everywhere. But they did not do this.
Didn't do this? I must think about who did and plan. This isn't right. Where did you hear this, my brothers?
A little bird, Spirit Walker. A little bird.
Chena, what happened here?
Ah, you're the bird of hard news, little Fire Rock. You bring word from afar.
You've been attacked.
Yes, my sister, by Bluecoats.
Cavalry, but... Chena, towns are getting shot up and robbed and people are blaming the Comanche. Did you do it?
The people of the plains do not steal. We haven't fallen so low.
I told them townfolk that.
You take my word?
You're my blood brother. Of course I do. Besides, I'd whoop your hide if I caught you lying.
She's White Eyes. She must die.
getting slow in your old age, Chena.
Don't even think a twitch. My trigger finger's liable to forget its manners.
I won't die alone.
Only full of rock salt, boys.
Enough! These aren't the enemy.
You saw what the Bluecoats did. We have done nothing. Nothing. I say we call the tribes.
But that means war. Chena, please, let me talk with the army. Let me see what is truth and what isn't. Give me some time. Just a little.
I will give you some, but not much. Blood will have blood. The tribes gather at dawn. After that...
I ride for Fort Lunquin and we'll see you before the dawn. Come on, Joe.
Go here, go there. She must think I'm a dead-blamed carrier pigeon.
For the dawn. Come on, Joe.
Go here, go there. She must think I'm a dead-blamed carrier pigeon.
What in the Sam Hill is going on, Captain John O'Rourke? Sending soldiers into the Comanche camp. What were you thinking? How to take you...
Yeah, don't think nothing of it, Sonny.
Manners.
It's just the way them two say howdy.
Hold on, Calamity. Just hold on one dang minute. I didn't send no soldiers nowhere. Honest.
Didn't send... But Chena saw them. Bluecoats.
Almost anyone can wear a coat, Jane. In fact, we had a supply wagon go missing just last week. Look, the army didn't attack any Comanche camp. At least, not yet.
Not yet. What's that supposed to mean?
All them towns getting raided, and I already got my hands full. A shipment of reservation gold's coming through by train. You'd think they'd be grateful the army's trying to help, but no, not them Injuns.
Don't call them that. It's not right. They got real names of their own.
Yeah, sorry. But it feels like Comanche, like in the old days. And we've been ordered to go in and see what's what.
That's crazy. Chena's people didn't do anything. He told me so.
Orders is orders, Calamity.
But don't you see something's not right? Town shot up, supposedly by Comanche attack, supposedly by you army fellas. Both sides say they didn't do it. What is going on? You're just gonna have to give me the time to find out.
Tomorrow. The colonel says I leave all my other duties and ride tomorrow. That's all I can do, Calamity. I can give you that, but no more.
Isn't much, but I'll take it. Thanks.
Sure. Anytime at all.
Come on, Joe. Gotta see someone who might just have a few answers. If he's willing to spare them.
Read 'em and weep, gentlemen. Lady Luck is smiling gallantly on me tonight. Ready for another hand?
Don't do it. Don't.
You're a lying cheater, mister. And that money is mine.
Son, let me give you a word of advice, man to man. Nothing wrong with losing money. You can always get it from the table and come back with more at a later date. But losing your life, that puts a real permanent end to the game, if you get my drift. At least, that's what my Papa Hickok always used to say.
You Wild Bill Hickok?
Best call it a night.
Please, Mr. Hickok. I didn't mean nothing. I was wrong. Please, don't kill me,
Now,
please.
don't you fret. No harm done.
Wild Bill Hickok. You're the lowest, side-windingest, crooked, shooting, dirty varmint to crawl out of a hole and look up at the light.
Who you calling dirty? I do declare, Janie, you are a sight for sore oculi.
Same to you, Bill. Whatever you said.
Sarsaparilla.
Them two know each other?
Like a wolf knows a mountain lion.
Still taking candy from babies, Bill?
Still bringing justice to the unsung and unappreciative? So, care for a hand?
Nope. Care for some John. Need to know about what's going on around these parts. Funny things like Army and Comanche doing things they claim they didn't do.
Like shooting up towns and shooting up camps? Haven't heard a thing.
But you...
Of course, I might cogitate something. For a price.
No. I won't quit what I do.
But lawman, it ain't proper for a lady.
Sometimes you act just like you was my big brother, Bill. And you ain't. Now, we've been over this all before. If you don't want to help me, just say so.
Fine. I don't want to help. But I will cut you for it.
Beat that, Bill.
Two of clubs.
Ha! Tell me.
Bill Doolin and his gang seem to be pretty active near South Fort, bragging about the trouble they've been getting into.
Doolin. Love to stay and chat, Bill, but I have some law womaning to do. Come on, Joe, we ride. I don't like this, Joe. Don't like it one bit. Joe!
42, 43, 44, 45, 100. Really not bad for a night's work. Mother would be so proud.
Fancy threads there, mister. Think you'll look as good in jail stripes?
Jail? Not for me, young lady. I have things to do, places to go, people to kill. Ow! One thing I can't abide is bad manners. Let that be a lesson to you, and pray I don't ever have to teach you another.
Janie, are you out here?
Ladies?
I could have told you those were not your size.
Give up! You're only making this more difficult than it needs to be. Got you now.
I wouldn't be too sure of that.
Who was that dandified fella?
Some city slicker who thinks he can come into town and rob our bank. Something funny about him, though. Only he ain't gonna be the one laughing when I get through with him.
Looks like the city slicker's trail ends here.
He's using the river to cover his tracks. We better split up. You be careful now, Joe. He ain't just slick.
Yeah, I know. Trickier than a rattler and twice as deadly. City slicker schmicker. I ain't seen diddly. Probably drowning and serve him right. Whew. Gonna be a hot one, Tessie. I sure hate to be out here all day long looking for my man.
At last.
Well, if it isn't the young lady from the bank. Come for another lesson, have you?
I've come to take you in.
Hurry on up, then. I have something for you, and it comes fresh out of the barrel.
Hold it right there, mister. Hands in the air. Now turn it around real slow like. You move a muscle, twitch your finger, and I'll blast you right off this mountain.
Easy, old-timer. Are you absolutely certain I'm your man?
As sure as I'm standing here, Mr. City Slicker. Big mistake you made trying to rob Deadwood.
Deadwood? Terribly sorry, but I've never been there in my life.
Yeah, I believe you about as much as I'd believe a horn-swaggling politician looking for votes.
You don't have to be rude. I'm only speaking the truth.
Oh, well, if you're telling the truth, that's a whole nother ball of earwax. Now, where you hiding your guns? Maybe you got a little something in here for me, huh?
Oh, I have a little something for you. Delightful. One less geezer in the world.
If you can't shoot any better than that, best give it up.
Young lady, you're beginning to cause me undue pain. Do you realize that?
Uh-huh.
What in the... And that, dear lady, concludes lesson number 2.
Tessie, I feel like I fell off a mountain. Well, that's right, I did. I reckon these bushes saved me. Uh-oh. Jane. Come on, Tessie. Just hope we're not too late. Roman Empire. Jane. Oh, no. No, it can't be. Janie! Janie. But I thought, oh, great day in the morning. He's alive! Dadnabbit, anything happened to you and I reckon I'd go plumb loco.
Something very nearly did happen. That dressing city slicker almost got the best of me.
That's the rascal that threw me off the cliff. Say, how could he be in both places at once?
Come on, Joe, let's ride. Well, look at this. That city slicker picked himself up some company.
Yeah, looks like they's keeping house up yonder in that shack.
Let's say we pay him a little visit. Freeze, boys. Hands in the air.
Well, if that don't beat all, they's identifiable twins.
I figured that had to be their angle.
Of all the rude entrances. If you two had any shame, you'd go outside again and knock first. We'll be right here waiting for you, don't you worry.
You're the ones that should be worried. Lock him up, Joe. I'll find the deputy and tell him he's got customers.
Make yourself at home, boys. Welcome to Deadwood's finest.
Deadwood's fine mess. Don't fret. It's unbecoming. Besides, we still have the proverbial ace up our sleeve. Hush, brother.
Here now. What are you two gabbing about?
Oh, nothing in particular. By the way, we haven't met formally. I'm Harold. This is my brother Hugo. How do you do?
I reckon I'm doing all right. You boys comfy?
Oh, quite so. Fine accommodations you've provided us here. 4-star compared to some of the places we've stayed. Pity we won't be staying long.
Oh, no? Just where do you think you're going?
Why, anywhere we want, old man. Anytime we want.
You make it sound like he's just going to walk out of here.
Precisely. And what's more, you're going to be in here instead of us.
You boys are something else. A regular pair of comedians. I ain't never heard anything so amusing.
Wait till you hear the punchline.
Huh? Well, it can't be.
Lights out, old man.
We got them all locked up for you, Deputy.
Good work, Miss Calamity. I reckon they can go before the judge tomorrow.
Good. The sooner we get them into federal custody, the better. Those boys are mighty dangerous.
What the?
Joe! Joe! At least he's breathing.
Am I alive?
Easy now. You got a bump the size of the Rockies on the back of your head.
Where'd them city slickers go?
Now, don't you fret.
But I gotta tell you, there's really...
Dynamite!
School's out. School's out.
Joe? Joe? Joe. Somebody, get a doctor, now!
Well, the good news is the deputy's fine. I'm afraid Joe's situation is a bit more serious.
Tell me straight, Doc. He'll be all right, won't he?
For the next 12 hours will tell. Wait, where are you going? I haven't treated you yet.
No time. Them city slickers already got a big jump on me. If Joe don't make it, they won't need no doctor.
Echo Canyon. Nothing but an oversized rock pile. A few banks would help. If only, dear brother. If only.
If only you put your hands up. I won't have to litter these parts with the likes of you, city scum.
Well, fancy meeting you again. I hardly expected this. You are one lucky lady. Is it too much to hope that your companion wasn't so fortunate?
If you mean Joe, he's alive. Of course, that could change. And if it does, you two just might be joining him.
I think that rather unlikely. Kindly drop your weapon and turn around. Surprised? All good things come in threes, even we. Impeccable timing, Conrad, but why didn't you shoot her? No, she's mine. Tut-tut, boys, no imagination. Shooting so drab. We've a whole canyon to ourselves. What say we have a little game of polo? The lady here can substitute for the ball. Capital idea, Conrad. I say kill her now and be done with it. That's what Mother would have done. Must you bring Mother into it? She's dead and buried, rest her soul. Can't you just leave her that way? I did leave her that way. Hugo, be a sport. We'll let you have first shot. Done. To your mounts, gentlemen.
You on your horses, me on foot. You don't think I have too much of an advantage, do you?
You're right. One never can tell with you. Kindly remove your boots. As they say, the family that slays together stays together. Everybody ready? Willing and able. Remember, I get first crack. And you? I do hope you'll get into the spirit of things. Tally-ho! We're off! Oh, this is so much fun. Even better than hide-and-go-beat. Don't let her get away! Never, Brother Conrad, never! After her! After her!
Now it's my turn to play.
Where can she possibly be? This way? Hugo! 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 Echo Canyon indeed. Hugo can take care of himself. Come on, she must have taken this fork. Whoa. Hugo can take care of himself, eh? This lady's more resourceful than I anticipated. But we still outnumber her 2-to-1. You have a plan? You go on. I'll double back to the head of the pass. We'll have her trapped like a rat. Simple matter of extermination.
You got nothing. Except a headache.
Victory!
Conrad.
So it's you, still! Show yourself!
It's over, Conrad.
Never!
Conrad. Conrad?
No, no, please. I promise I'll be good.
What would your mother say?
Mighty fast-sized herd you got there, stranger.
Joe! You're alive!
That I am. Doc says I got a head like a rock.
Heck, I could have told him that. Ah, Joe.
Whoa, easy. Now, easy there. Well, you snap me in two. And quit with them puppy dog eyes. You know I ain't the sentimental type. All right.
Joe Presto. Oh, what would I do without you?
It beats me. I can't hardly do without myself.
How nauseating. What would Mother say? Oh, do shut up.
You soldiers came just in time. I'm Calamity Jane.
I'm Sergeant Quincy Jefferson Washington. My mama was particularly patriotic. We're part of the Fighting Ninth, the Buffalo Soldiers.
Heard nothing but good about you bunch.
Thank you, ma'am. This here is Tracker John.
Howdy.
Ah, good to meet someone who's friends with the people.
And that's Singer.
Not too talkative. Seems he don't take after his name.
He does, but you'd best hope you never find out how. Though with the feathered folk out there, we all might. They're angry, and with good cause. Someone burnt their farms.
You know anything about this?
Not a thing. Lottie, inside.
Isn't the most neighborly gentleman.
Get scared. Sometimes that brings out the worst in people.
Why don't they attack already?
Working up their nerve. They're afraid, too.
Afraid to murder and kill?
Someone attacked them. They're fighting for their families, just like you are.
They ain't just like me. They ain't.
Thank you. It shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth.
You know the scriptures?
On my mama's knee every night, and at church every Sunday. Oh, it beat a switch.
My mother was the same.
Lottie, you come away from them and tend to your child. You are a mother.
Zachariah's in the storage room with his puppy. He'll be all right.
Now!
He was just making polite conversation, Sarge.
I don't believe anything a man says to that woman would be deemed polite by our host.
Zachariah's gone!
Zachariah! Zachariah! Zachariah!
Zachariah?
Zachariah! Zachariah!
Boy must have crawled out through here. Couldn't have gone too far. Except anywhere is too far. They got his trail. You stay here and mind the store, Joe. We'll slip out and be back with the child.
Now, how come I gotta stay here sitting on my doodah?
Rather face the Blackfeet in the dark?
Well, now that you mention it, my doodah ain't nearly all set out yet.
Besides, you gotta keep Donovan in line. No telling what he's capable of.
Mother's gonna wallop us good. You know you're not supposed to sneak away like that.
Hush, child. Can't let those folks hear you. Good. We're gonna get you back to your mama. You're a brave one.
You go. We'll hold him off.
Why are you a buffalo?
Because some people say my hair is woolly like buffalo hair, child.
I wish I had buffalo hair.
Cavalry. First sign of trouble and they sneak off. Just like them.
Yeah, there now. Calamity will get you young'un back. You just... Wait! Won't you fire?
Zachariah! Oh, darling, you're safe.
Boy just wandered off.
Oh, thank you so much. You're wonderful.
'Twas nothing, ma'am.
Take your hands off my wife or so help me!
Sir, I believe you've mistaken my intentions.
Elder,
Ted, never.
We're all scared. But you're just talking crazy.
I'll kill you.
Now, just a gall-darn minute. This is crazy. That soldier boy didn't do no harm. We got bigger fish to fry. Well, just don't stand there. Commence to saving your lives.
What?
Inside. We'll bar the door and hold them off.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us this time. Imagine someone being that afraid he'd shut the door on his only hope.
Well, you can't leave him out there. There ain't no cover.
That's too bad. I won't let their kind in here.
Uh-oh. Somebody better get some water on them blazes before we go to blazes.
Let us in. It's Jane and Tracker John.
You can come in, but not the others.
You open it now, or so help me, if the Blackfeet don't do you harm, I will. Soldiers are all that stand between your family and your death.